This latest shooting comes on the heels of a big change at the top of the KCK Police Department. The chief announcing he will retire in September after an internal investigation and calls for him to step down. Tonight, he sat down with 41 Action News for a one-on-one interview about his decision. Reporter Ariel Rothfield joins us now with what he says were the most difficult times in his position.
Well, Krista, it was a surprise announcement. We sat down with the chief several months ago, and he never sounded like or indicated he was getting ready to retire. But on June 19th, he sent a letter to the Wyandotte County administrator saying it was time.
Inside police headquarters, among the chief's past is a spot that will soon be filled.
Ready to start the next chapter of life. 29 years of service as a police officer, long time.
KCK Police Chief Terry Zeigler sitting down with 41 Action News, reflecting on his time on the force.
I think I was a better cop than I was chief.
Discussing the highs, like initiating Operation Icon, and discussing the lows, which he says nothing could have prepared him for as chief.
There's no rule book for it. There's no guide. There's nothing. You walk into it and you get blindsided by a lot of things.
The hardest part, losing Detective Brad Lancaster and Captain Dave Melton, both of whom were shot and killed on duty less than 3 months apart.
Yeah, because I will carry that forever. The problem is that sitting in this position, you feel a sense of responsibility. So guilt is a thing that I will carry forever.
Another tough part of the job.
I had not calculated all the pressures that would come in from many, many different directions. And that was probably the one thing that did catch me off guard.
Pressures, like protests from community groups, who called for the chief's resignation, alleging cover-ups of sexual violence.
There have been a lot of reports of police misconduct.
And a KBI investigation into whether he double-dipped, taking paid time off while getting reimbursed by the unified government for fixing up and living in a county-owned lake home.
The KBI sat down with me and my attorney. They said that I've done nothing wrong. There's no probable cause for misdemeanor or felony charges.
So what would Zeigler have done differently as chief and throughout his years of service?
Looking back, I mean, I could have ended my career as a colonel and been very, very happy.
Create and expand more programs for kids and teens, something he hopes this department will continue.
You got to start changing the minds of the youth. That's the only way you're going to change society. And you've got to change their minds. And you've got to help them stay on the path.
Now, the big question becomes, what path will Zeigler take on September 11th, his last day? Well, he tells me he started a background investigation service for municipalities and will take on clients as soon as he is no longer with the police department. Reporting live in studio, Ariel Rothfield, 41 Action News.